Adam, you said you're used to playing in front of a few thousand fans and a couple of porta cabins, so what was that atmosphere out there for you tonight?
No, it was magic. It was really good. They gave me a really warm welcome, and I'm very much looking forward to getting out there. It is only half full tonight, and the noise is phenomenal. So hopefully when there's 60,000 out there, it's going to be electrifying.
You've been watching the defence closely. How much would you relish playing alongside the likes of Bobo Baldi and Stanley Varga?
It'd be a fantastic honour in many ways for me. I'm watching them tonight and just really eager to get out there. It's just really frustrating that I've missed my pre-season at my previous club, and I've got to get my fitness back before I go out there. But the boys are doing brilliantly tonight. It is difficult pre-season games, to try and get your fitness levels up. But got 2 goals and hopefully get a few more.
You're in a bit of a privileged position really, because you know that Celtic are desperate for someone to fill that right back spot. So you could be the man to fill the job right away as soon as you're fit.
Yeah, hopefully. If the manager feels that I'm in the team straight away, then I'm completely ready to put the Celtic shirt on and get out there and do the best for the team and for the boys.
And when will that be, Adam?
I've spoken to the doctor and the physios, and hopefully within 3 weeks, I can get my full fitness back and get into the thick of the action.
Good. Hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Ali Adair as well alongside him will get the second half underway. So that's the 2 changes that have been made by Sporting Lisbon. Nothing made by Gordon Strachan, so no doubt he'll be delighted that he has got into the dressing room at half-time, 2-1 in the lead. Now, Moutinho's first part of the game is to set up Rogerio. Nice little touch from Douala. Sporting, no doubt they'll be looking to get back on level terms as quickly as possible. Rogerio cutting inside. Good pass for Aizva. Left foot shot, it comes off Bobo and into the hands of David Marshall.
Yeah, it's a bit worrying that the centre forward's getting as much room as that. He seemed to come off Bobo Baldi with ease, but he's shot comfortably saved by David Marshall, but the defence has got to get a wee bit tighter than that.
Nobody likes to lose a goal, and of course he'll be a little bit frustrated that it was a deflection that really beat him. Now Hartson trying to set off Ali Adair. Edson will beat him to it. And that's one thing you've said about Ali Adair, Tosh, is the fact that he makes some very, very intelligent runs.
Yeah, he's been willing all night and running in behind, and he's been unlucky a couple of times. Just trying to forge a partnership and get an understanding with John Hartson at the moment, and just a bit unlucky at times that John heads the ball one way and Ali Adair goes the other, but that'll come in time. He is more than capable of getting on to the end of John Hartson's flick-ons.
Ricardo right down the middle. It goes over the top of Balda. Varga provides the cover. Now Moutinho, second season Lisbon offside. And a decent ball in there, but as soon as it was played for him, well, you could see the flag went up.
Yeah, excellent play from Celtic, just holding the line. Craig Beattie, not a natural right back, but playing as if he is one, and just holding the line and catching Edson offside. Another good piece of defending there from Celtic.
Now Marshall long. Hartson with the attempted flick. Sporting Lisbon getting themselves a little bit caught up with one another. Beattie comes over to the far side. Played forward again by Balda. Now it will be a throw into Sporting Lisbon, and by the sounds of it, Tosh, it sounds as if Adam Virgo will of course miss the start of the season.
Yeah, he's got a bit to go in terms of fitness. I think he's just had a cartilage operation, seems to be about 3 weeks away from resuming normal training, so it's going to take him a while, but obviously Strachan's identified that he's a player that he wants to bring to the club, and Matt McGee rates him very highly.
Rogerio closed down very quickly by McGeady. All through the inside right channel, picked up by Varga. Kamara comes back the way. Rogerio keeps it in. Aidan McGeady gets onto it. Celtic still have possession, but you can see when Sporting lose possession, Tosh, they work very, very quickly about closing players down, and obviously they want to get it back as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you've got to admire their technique, but also their work rate as well, because as you say, Brian, they're working hard to get the ball back when they lose it, but that's all about pre-season. They've got to work hard at their fitness, but Celtic really got to take a wee bit more care with the passes, be more comfortable in possession and get them chasing about, because Celtic are giving the ball away far too easily.
Rogerio heads it back, the first time clearance from David Marshall. Neil Lennon gets it back to Balda. Well done by Custodio, but it was for Leedson, but it was never ever going to reach there. Now Beattie, long, looking for Hartson, only as far as Beto. Now Douala, this lad's got pace. Setting up Leedson, and the right foot shot well wide of its target.
Yeah, picking up possession, Leedson, but this time well off the mark with the shot, but that's another indication if they get 20, 25 yards out, Brian will want to pull the trigger, they're more than capable.
Well, they're quite prepared to have an attempt on goal. Gordon Strachan, no doubt, will make some changes during the second half.
Yeah, I think he'll get them in he's got them in at half-time. He'll be more than happy with the first half pre-season. Ali Adair this time getting onto a flick of John Hartson, but just a wee bit unlucky again. At that occasion should get the ball under control and try and bring other players into play.
Ali Adair beaten to it there by Beto. Stands his ground very well indeed, and of course there's the evidence. Ali Adair just trying to get on the end of Hartson's flick. Now Moutinho never ever scored for the club. Rushing back, good ball wide to Aizva. Low ball in, cleared by Stan Varga. He took up a very, very good position there.
Yeah, Aizva getting to the byline, and Mo Kamara getting isolated. That's what they'll do. They'll try to get the ball into the forwards, back quickly to the midfield player, and try to springboard the winger into play. And Aizva with his final ball, not taking that much care with it, but that Celtic have got to be careful.
It will be rushing back with the corner, the outswinger. The clearance from Balder gets enough on it to take it away from danger. Edson will send it back in. Balder's there, and well, a little touch from David Marshall keeps the ball out the back of the net, and it was Custodio.
Yeah, decent ball in, and the forward Custodio getting in front of Bobo Baldi, and David Marshall pulling off a good save.
That's well done by Marshall. Balda again with the clearance. Nice little touch again from Douala. Likes to get involved in things. Not too happy when he's not got the ball at his feet. Now Rochenbach. Good ball through to Lienson. Will it be the equaliser? Well, the flag went up. The flag went up down to our right-hand side.
That's exactly what Sporting Lisbon are capable of. Great play there, and you really should have scored the equaliser, but Celtic have got to be careful picking the passes through the defence, and very unlucky not to score.
Well, flag went up for offside, but it's not, it's a goal kick. John Hartson looking to set off Celtic very quickly, but Jose Samiro from the right-hand side of the central defence, stopping Hartson from taking that very quickly indeed. Now will Kamara serve this up for Balder, Sutton and or Hartson. Ali Adair's in at the back. It's left-footed from Kamara. Sutton with a flick. John Hartson with a left-foot volley. A very good save from Ricardo.
Yeah, that's better. Mo Kamara getting a decent ball in. Flick from Chris Sutton, and John Hartson working round about the back post. And that's a great save from Ricardo, but good movement from Celtic. We've been talking in the past couple of games, they've got to take more care with set pieces. That was better.
Well, excellent save from Ricardo. Now he's still up against it. Aidan McGeary with the corner, left-footed. It's very poor. It's cleared away by Douala. And that's one thing that Chris Sutton does very, very well indeed. He gets in front of defenders, he gets a little flick, and he sets up his colleagues, and really that almost paid dividend.
Yeah, we've been talking about it in the past couple of games, Brian. Celtic have got to take more care with set pieces, because that's where you can really threaten the opposition. And this time Mo Kamara getting a decent ball into the box. Good movement from the Celtic forwards, and John Hartson pulling off round the back post. Here we see it again. Chris Sutton, great flick, great left foot shot. Ricardo done really well to turn it over.
Maybe the fact, Tosh, that he was actually falling back as he was pulling the trigger. If he was able to stay on his feet, was he be able to get more of a purchase on it?
Yeah, it could have been, Brian, but I think that's a good enough strike from there, and Ricardo doing well to turn it.
Now Douala gets a good ball from Rochenbach. He'll pull the trigger. That goes across the face of the Celtic goal. I think David Marshall got his angles right.
Yeah, Celtic have got to do a wee bit better. As Craig Beattie's getting isolated out in that left-hand side, as he cuts in, one of the centre-backs has got to come out and offer cover to Craig Beattie, or else that's going to happen all night. There we see it again. Douala, again, decent enough strike. Looks as if David Marshall's got it covered, but Stan Varga or Bobo Baldi have got to go out and help Craig Beattie.
Yep, Celtic survived that attack, and it goes to show just how quickly Sporting actually come from defence into attack. John Hartson with the flick, looking for Ali Adier. Sutton gets a hold of it, looking to find still in Petrov. Now Neil Lennon. Beattie looking for some support. Petrov provides it down the right-hand side. Good run, but will he get it? There's your answer.
Yeah, just a bit too much on the pass, but decent enough idea. And Stan Petrov again, willing to get forward in that central area. I think that is his best position, but just a wee bit too much with the pass, and Stan Petrov couldn't get his cross into the box, Brian.
Ricardo's goal kick. Coutinho gets there. Now Rochenbach, but it's cleared away by Kamara. Neil Lennon taken out very heavily by Fabio Rochenbach. On any other day, any other night, that would be a yellow card.
Yeah, that tackle has been outlawed into the back, but Mo Kamara, a wee bit slack there, needs to get the pass away quicker, but Rochenbach into the back of Neil Lennon. That pass has been outlawed, and as you say, if it wasn't a friendly, he could find himself in the book, but referee let him away with it.
Celtic 2 goals up. We'll be looking for a third one. Liedson rather, looking to set off Aizva. Now Beattie trying to force it down the right-hand side. It comes off Douala into Edson. Now Douala gets beyond Craig Beattie and offside. Well, who would you think about Gordon Strachan might think about replacing?
Well, Maloney could come into the play. I don't think Fernandez will feature tonight. Looks as if he's on his way. But certainly Maloney looks sharp at Fulham, so he could maybe get a run out. But at this moment in time, I think he'll be quite happy with the proceedings.
Another good flick from Hartson into the path of Ali Adier. Was he fouled? Was he fouled by Beto? Well, the assistant referee had a very good view of that, and he kept his flag down. Supporters obviously calling for it, but it just fell upon deaf ears, did the claim. Now here's Rogerio, wide to Matinho. Little shoving it back from Chris Sutton on Matinho.
What's the difference between that and the idea challenge? I can't really see any difference here, Brian, but I did think it was a foul over in the corner.
It's well done by Balda. And Sporting just encroach upon the 18-yard box, and it will be Rogerio to take this one. He's played with Palmeiras and Corinthians. Now Liedson, 3 Celtic jerseys around him, and a little trip on Chris Sutton, and that will take all the pressure off Celtic. David Marshall well out of his goal. Sean Maloney could very well be coming into the action very soon. Hartson's flick into McGeady. Offside. Well, he's already got one in the bag tonight. He'll be looking for another. That's intelligent play from the Sporting goalkeeper. It's followed by Semedo. Now Varga will have to watch this all the way. Chris Sutton does very well. That was for Kamara, but now it's been given away by McGeady. Rochenbach has it. And a nice little head flick by Beattie, but now Douala's got it. Varga gets a foot in, gets it away. And there's Aizvat at the edge of the 18-yard box. He's asking the question, why wasn't it pulled back to him?
Yeah, decent play from Sporting. Mo Kamara's got to be careful that he doesn't go beyond Magidi unless he's got decent possession of the ball. Got Celtic caught out there, two Sporting players flooding forward. A decent ball into Douala, but couldn't really make much of it.
Stan Petrov doing his very best to force Sporting back. And that's one thing about the Bulgarian. He has an incredible engine, and he will also get you goals as well. Now here's Douala, does very well to get away from Lennon, and the little reverse pass just finds Craig Beattie, away by Marshall. Sutton's got all the time in the world to bring it down. Goes down by Rauschenbach. Nice little bit of combination play from Celtic. Now here goes Ali Adier. Can he break his duck? McGeady's into the back post area, and it's cleared away by Rogerio.
Absolutely brilliant combination play from Celtic. Sutton, Petrov, and then Ali Adier involved. Sorry, it was John Hartson who got Ali Adier away, looking up, trying to pick out McGeady, but that was absolutely outstanding play from Celtic.
That's the intelligence from Ali Adier. That's what we've been talking about, and eventually we've been able to get him into the play. Now Aidan McGeady with the corner, punched clear by Ricardo. Liedson up against Neil Lennon. Sporting have it now. They're off in the counter-attack. Rogerio down the right-hand side. Douala's there. It comes to Rauschenbach. Good position taken up by Coutinho. Celtic play the danger. Now John Hartson will have to hold this one up and look for support. It will be a Celtic throw, and he does very well indeed. "60 minutes played here at Celtic Park. Celtic 2, Sporting Lisbon 1. Neil Lennon gets a second chance at that. Balda does the right thing and clears it away. Good pass by Rauschenbach, and that very nearly set off Douala. Craig Beattie did very well and watched it all the way. Now Custodio. No doubt Sporting won't want to lose this game tonight. Celtic really will be wanting to win it. Long ball, way down that left-hand side. Good header from Craig Beattie. He saw it coming all the way, Tosh.
Yeah, positioned himself very well for the long pass, and got his head on it. Got it out for a throw-in. Good defending.
And here goes Sporting Lisbon. Well, Chris Sutton will find himself just very unfortunate, but I don't think it was that challenge that has been penalised. That was the challenge by Bobo Balda.
Yeah, before that, but Chris Sutton very fortunate as well. I think that free kick would have been given if the referee didn't blow up for the challenge of Baldi on. Can't see who's down.
Well, it's Liedson.
Liedson, yep.
Yeah, he's down. And
yeah, it just gets the ball away, and that's obstruction there from Bobo Baldi, the ref blowing up. But I think the better advantage would have been the foul from Sutton, but the referee had already blown his whistle, Brian.
Well, it's still in a very, very dangerous position. And there is one or two players out there who can really hit a very, very good dead ball situation. David Marshall will have to get his wall right, and he will have to get his angles right as well to keep Sporting Lisbon out. So Liedson still obviously very uncomfortable.
Yeah, Vito and Rauschenbach over the ball, so looks as if one of they two fancy it. Edson's there as well. So, as you say, David Marshall got to be on his toes here because they're all capable of striking a very good ball. Looks as if Rauschenbach fancies his chances.
Liedson will be back into the action very shortly. A few words of comfort and little bit of the magic sponge of spray. Now here goes Rauschenbach. to go for goal. Excellent save by David Marshall. He did the right thing. Rather than trying to hang on to it, he just parried it away to his left-hand side.
Yeah, decent save from David Marshall. He's got that side covered. And Rochin back, really good strike on the ball, but gets the ball away from the danger area. Good goalkeeping.
Now Moutinho with the corner kick. Floats it in, flicked away by Hartson. Does very well indeed. Just got enough on it to help Celtic get the ball away from danger and force Sporting into their own half. Now Ricardo, long, looking for Moutinho. David Marshall spotted it. And Sean Maloney is getting stripped and ready for action. Just getting a couple of final instructions from the Celtic backroom team. John Hartson fouled there by Jose Semedo. Perhaps maybe a little bit too early for Sean Maloney to come in.
Yeah, John tried to hold the ball up. Yeah, that was a free kick, and we tipped Maloney to come on. I thought he looked sharp at Fulham. He's going to get an opportunity to impress the manager again tonight.
Stan Petrov around it. McGeady's around it as well. I just wonder if they actually fancy hitting from range. It comes to Stan Varga. And that is just going safely into the crowd behind Ricardo.
Yeah, he has a good striker of the ball. Stan Petrov squaring it to Stan Varga. But the ball well wide of the mark, and that was a bit disappointing, but he is more than capable of striking a good ball. McGeady making way for Sean Maloney.
Well, Sean Maloney has shown the hunger in the previous couple of friendlies, and he's got another opportunity to do so. He's got about 25 minutes to really torment the Sporting Lisbon side, and it's something that he's very well capable of.
Yeah, more than capable of. He was unfortunate last season to be out most of the season through injury, but he'll be keen to impress the manager. There's been talk about him going to Aberdeen and Livingston and loan, but he'll try and use this opportunity to make sure that Gordon Strachan knows that what he's capable of, and he remains at Celtic Football Club.
Beto loses out to Petrov, but Sporting have it back. Edson on the left-hand side. Now Douala, decent ball in there. David Marshall saw it coming all the way. And good handling, Tosh.
Yeah, it was, and again, he's looked confident tonight. Obviously, the Boruc played well. The competition will be doing both of them good, and that's good handling from David Marshall.
Now Rogerio in possession for Sporting. Beto gets it back. Normally plays on the right side, but he finds himself on the left-hand side of the central pairing of Semedo and himself. So way to safety. That will be a throw-in for Celtic. One thing that Sporting have throughout the side tonight, Tosh, and that's quality.
Yeah, they're all technically gifted players, and all get pace. Every department of the teams get pace. This guy Douala can shift, so Celtic really got to be on their toes and make sure they snuff them out, but you've got to admire their technical qualities, Brian.
Moutinho looking for support, forced back the way by Maloney. Nice little flick with the outside of the right foot by Rogerio. Tried to set a Moutinho. Now Celtic have it back, though they look to hit very, very quickly. They won't do tonight, and they really won't go in a Cavalier style. Kamara's taking his time, and eventually looks for Hartson. Nice little flick inside. Ali Adia just a little bit too far away. Now Edson out wide for Douala. Can beat him, matching for pace. Douala really can go from standing to an electrifying pace down either side, and he's very, very dangerous, Tosh.
Yeah, Craig Beattie showing him the line there, and Douala taking full advantage of that, getting past him and getting a very good ball into the box, and the striker should maybe have done better, but got to be careful. Craig Beattie getting isolated. He's not a natural right back, so somebody's got to go out and lend cover to Craig Beattie when Douala gets on the ball.
Varga. It's knocked down by Custodio into Rochenbach. Now Edson. Russian back again. Little flick by Eisva. Offside. Well, the linesman, I don't know whether he's got that one right, but that ball was going through for Liedson. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that decision.
Yeah, it was tight, but there we're talking about the ball in. I think he just went beyond Celtic's back line, but certainly the ball in early from the centre-back into the other striker, but just drifting beyond Celtic. Celtic have got to be careful with that, because that was a good early ball there from Sporting.
Nice flick from Hartson. Looking for Petrov, who got himself very well advanced. Matinho into Liedson. Balda gets in there. Can David Marshall stop the corner kick? No, he can't. Well, Sporting getting ready to make another substitution. Now Rochenbach will take this set piece for Sporting. Every single Celtic player, apart from Sean Maloney, inside the 18-yard box. It's a decent corner. Well, we thought about the Shotman in goal. Sporting still have it, but, well, it was offside. And substitutions about to be made, I suspect. Nani is coming on. Edson is coming off. Miguel Garcia is coming on, and so does Nani. And Rochenbach, he has came off as well. Just gets a little bit difficult when these pre-season friendlies happen, because substitutions are indeed thrown on all over the place. Now Maloney. Good challenge. Good challenge from Petrov. Now Ricardo. It's already been beaten twice in the first half. Eisva. Now Maloney looking to beat Miguel Garcia. He used his body very well. Garcia with the throw. Little flick by Nani. Well seen by Balda. Well, you've got to be thinking along your lines that really, if Celtic keep it nice and compact, albeit there's still about 19 minutes to go, Tosh, they should do very well and should perhaps get a victory tonight.
Yeah, it's been better tonight defensively. Baldy's done what he's more than capable of doing, just defending and giving the ball to somebody else to do, to play football. But certainly as a unit, the back four have looked solid.
Garcia gives it back to Semedo. Beto, who's looked very solid at the heart of that Sporting defence. And of course, UEFA Cup finalists last year. Sporting beat some very good sides on the way to that. Gordon Strachan, well, will he be able to do the same as what Martin O'Neill has done and get Celtic to a major European final? Now Sutton, well, you could see that coming all the way. And Eisva not very happy about the fact that Callum Murray is telling him to cut it out, and the amateur dramatics won't help him either.
Oh, he's very fortunate there, because Chris Sutton's gone through Ali Adair and made a good run and chopped him down, and I don't know what he's complaining about. That was a blatant foul.
Lennon's over it. Liedson just a little bit too close, so Lennon goes forward looking for Sutton. He does very well indeed. Gets the assistance from Kamara. Neil Lennon tries to feed it through. Blocked by Casturio. Now Eisva. Quick ball looking for Liedson. And Balder will just give it back to David Marshall. Sensible. A good clearance from David Marshall. Now, can Ali Adier get there? If he does, I'll be very surprised. But again, a good run and well spotted by Marshall. Astorio. Back inside to Matinho. Now Nani. Closed very down. Closed quickly by Mo Kamara and Sean Maloney. There's their hand used. Miguel Garcia. Well, as I was saying, that Sporting beat some very good sides on the road to the UEFA Cup final last year. Feyenoord, Middlesbrough, Newcastle and AZ Alkmaar. So really, they know exactly what they're doing as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, they're quality, and obviously to reach a UEFA final, you've got to be a decent team. But certainly, it has been a good contest tonight, good workout. But Celtic will be the happier team at the moment because they've been compact, they've got the goals, they've got themselves in front, and at this moment in time looking very good.
Semedo. Well, there will be more changes coming up very shortly for Sporting. Now this is dangerous. Here's Nani. Kamara stands in his way. Matinho, decent ball in, and the header, well, not a bad attempt from Aizva, but really he had to get it in on target to get anything out of it.
Yeah, decent ball in, and Aizva, really, by his standards, that's a half chance, and they should have really get better connection on the ball. He knows he should have done better. Mo Kamara getting isolated down the left-back position, and a decent ball in, but Aizva couldn't make a good enough connection to get his header on target.
Sporting getting ready to make a couple of changes, and so is Gordon Strachan, because he's getting, or rather giving some instructions to Zarzkwi. Now, changes to be made by Sporting Lisbon. Manuel is coming on. Now, who will he replace? Well, it's Liedson who's coming off for Manuel. And Paito, he is coming on as well. So that's another couple of changes by Jose Pizarro. So that's Lewis Edson out of the frame. And I don't think Jose Pizarro will make any more changes. Now Neil Lennon. Can Celtic make it 3? Goes to the back post for John Hartson. And that was always a very difficult one for him to get to, but nevertheless, with his physique and prowess, he's always a danger in and around the 18-yard box.
Yeah, they bit the ball in, not just quite good enough, but Celtic's quality has been better tonight into the box from set pieces. Ross Wallace now coming on.
Ali Adier coming off to be replaced by Ross Wallace. And you can see there's going to be a little tinkering by Gordon Strachan. Zarzkwi will just have to wait another couple of minutes, and he'll get his chance to show what he can do in front of the Celtic support. Wallace gets his first touch. Difficult one for Hartson, but maybe Ross Wallace could have held the touchline just a little bit more, and he would have been away. Away by Kamara. Back in by Astorio. Garcia trying to force it forward. Petrov does very well indeed. Hartson gets it. Good run by Sean Maloney. Offside though. A little bit too quick for his own good.
Yeah, it was unlucky. Again, that will come in time, but certainly Sean Maloney's looked keen. That's him back in defending, showing a good attitude.
Now from one end of the park to the other. Manuel, well, he tried. He couldn't do anything about that, and he's won Sporting a free kick. Yeah, in a very dangerous situation.
Yeah, another dangerous position, but again, back to Maloney, he was a wee bit unlucky. not to hold the line. Decent ball in from John Hartson, now playing directly up front with John Hartson, Sean Maloney.
Well, Callum Murray forcing the green wall back just to about 19 yards. Beto, the central defender, he'll fancy his chances from here. I just wonder if he will go for goal. Now, has David Marshall got it well and truly organised? Well, he's done his job. That's very poor from the defender's point of view.
Yeah, well wide of the mark. I don't think the ball was back to 10 yards, but it was always going to be difficult for him to beat David Marshall from there, but didn't even trouble him.
Well, another substitution being made by Jose Pizarro. Veloso is coming on, and he replaces Jose Semedo. John Hartson comes off to be replaced by Maciej Zarzkwi. Now listen to that, Tosh. Listen to that. The supporters are expecting.
Yeah, not just that, they're giving him a good welcome. They've obviously seen his goals. He's got a good goal-scoring record, and there's one thing about the Celtic supporters: they love people that score goals. So the best of luck to Maciej Zarzkwi.
Aizva gets it down to Nani. Chris Sutton tracks him. Mo Kamara forces him wide. Very good challenge from the Celtic fullback. That's one thing, Tosh. Kamara gives the defence a very, very good balance indeed.
Yeah, he has been isolated at times tonight, but he's solid. He likes to get tackles in, likes to get forward. And in the 3 games that I've seen him, he'll do very well for Celtic.
Away by Sutton. Clears it away from Veloso. Nani in there with Petrov, and eventually Stan Petrov gets it up to Zarzkwi. Nice little touch. Toll, good pass, but Sean Maloney a little bit too early. No question about it. It's offside, but really you can see what these two are thinking about.
Yeah, better stuff from Zarzkwi. We've not seen that in the past couple of games, but this time, good first touch, gets himself away from the defender, and unlucky not to find Maloney just drifting offside, but good play from Zarzkwi.
Ricardo, long ball, looking for Douala. I think that's the first ball that he's really wasted tonight. Good ball down the left-hand side, but his first touch wasn't good enough, and it gives Celtic back possession. Little flick by Sutton, looking for Zarzkwi. Peter will give it back, and the pole won't give up the chase. Ricardo likes to play with it. Eventually clears it away. Kamara. Nice little touch by Petrov. Now here's Zarzkwi. Maloney is at the back post area. Sutton almost got there. Can Maloney get the shot in and target? Left foot shot. You would normally expect him to hit the target from that kind of range, but on another day.
Good build-up again from Zarzkwi. Good touch. Checked inside. Tried to find Chris Sutton. Bit unlucky not to find him, but the ball going to Sean Maloney on his left foot. Maybe possibly should have done better, but the opportunity cropped up for him. He's got to have the shot. Yeah, it
was closed down very well indeed. And Zarzkwi, well, you've really got to say, in the past couple of games, looked a little bit nervous, but now when he's come on, it looks as if certainly he's developed a relationship and the intuition to know exactly where people are going to be. Now here's Nani on the right-hand side. Gets away from Kamara. David Marshall gets it at the second attempt, but nobody really there to pick up any spillage.
Yeah, Mo Kamara taking the dummy, but Nani really not a good enough cross, and David Marshall his second attempt gathering the ball, but he's been comfortable and confident tonight as well.
Just over 7 minutes left. Zarzkwi does well. Does it very well indeed. Gets the shot in and targets. And just drifts wide of the right-hand post.
Yeah, that's something we've not seen as well, using his strength in the past couple of games, but in the first 5 minutes since he's been on, he's been busy, showing his strength there, getting the ball down and getting the shot off, but well off target, but indications that he's going to do well as well.
He looks very settled, doesn't he? Now here's Petrov, wide for Maloney. Now Veloso. Eventually gets it away. Well, will the Celtic supporters be impressed by what they've seen tonight?
Yeah, I think so. The past couple of games there's been a question mark, but maybe some sections of the media a wee bit harsh because it's only 1 or 2 games into the pre-season. But Celtic, obviously under the microscope. But tonight, better stuff. Look compact at the back as a unit, and obviously scoring the goals breeds confidence. But when Zarzkwi, Ali Dier, John Hartson find their feet, I'm sure they're going to be okay, Brian.
Well done by Moutinho. Douala wide left. That's where the pass goes. Up against Beattie. All he has to do is stand his ground. Chris Sutton does very well indeed. He comes in to assist as well. He's been very busy tonight.
Yeah, he's been busy, but lending a hand there to Craig Beattie. He, as you say, stood his ground, done very well defensively, and Chris Sutton got across to help him, which was very good defending.
Nani forced wide, picking out Garcia. Low ball in, away by Varga. Now Veloso wide, picking out Paito. Now Garcia, away by Balde. Good interception. Manuel was waiting, Tosh, but Celtic force it away. Now Douala has got it mistimed, misjudged by Craig Beattie. Balde provides the cover. Now Moutinho. Away by Varga. Ross Wallace doing the closing down on Garcia. That's out. That will be a Celtic throw-in. Well, the flag went up momentarily, but the play has been allowed to continue. Little flick up the left-hand line by Sutton. Beto still has it. This is well done by Sporting. They've done very well to hang on to possession. Now Douala gets it from Manuel. Will Douala pull the trigger? He's got support from the central midfield area by Moutinho. They've strung the passes together. They're looking for a way through. Manuel shot eventually. Away, well wide of its target.
Yeah, no end product, but you've got to admire the quality, the passing, the movement. This time into the striker, fancied these chances.